Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Ferrum Wrestling 411. I'm your host, Gary Holden. With me, of course, head wrestling coach Nate Yetzer.
What's up, Gary?
Nate, how's it going?
Good, great.
Good. Your eyes looking a lot better since
Yeah, it
last
is.
show.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. Yep.
Recuperating and everything. That was a great Halloween costume for you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was
Rocky
and Adrian.
That's right. Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, but yeah, we did Rocky and Adrian. It worked out pretty well. And life gives you lemons. You gotta make lemonade. So
perfect outfit for it. So, all right. So you guys have kicked off the season. You've already got 5 events under your belt. Let's just jump right in. Start talking about them.
Yeah.
You started off the year. You sent your 3 guys that were 2 guys that were All-Americans.
Right.
Another guy that placed at the regionals and
Right.
everything, Austin. So you sent 3 guys up to the Southeast Open, which is formerly the Hokie Open, Division I tournament and everything. Talk a little bit about how things went up there for you.
Well, pretty good. I think Mario at 41 and Austin Smith at 49. Those guys were in the because they're junior and senior, they were in the junior senior division. They both
the Open division.
Right. And I think they both learned a lot and both had a little bit of success. Like they both went 2-2 and. I think, especially for Austin, I think it helped expose some mistakes he was making, and he's been on a tear ever since. Being a lot of really good kids, so I think it really helped him out. Mario, very similar. I think it gave Mario some confidence he can compete with anybody in the country, and then Levi, obviously, at 33, entered the freshman sophomore division because he's only a sophomore, obviously, and he went 4-0 and knocked off 3 Division I kids and won a title. So I was really proud of him.
Pretty impressive for a kid to go to a Division III wrestler to go to a tournament like that and win a title.
Yep, absolutely, yep. And we don't get caught up in divisions too much, but wrestling's wrestling. But he did a great job. I was really proud of him. Okay,
so after that you had the Greensboro College dual meet. You went down there. You beat them fairly easy.
Yep. We took our all of our lineup down there, and I was excited that everybody was healthy enough to get in the lineup, and yeah, we did really well. I thought we wrestled pretty hard. I thought we left some points on the board still, and a couple of matches maybe I'd like to have a different finish. But overall, the guys wrestled hard, and I think obviously Greensboro's got a lot of juniors and seniors, and our guys battled hard. I was really proud of them. So.
All right. One when you had, I think you had probably their best wrestler kid at 149.
Right. Yep.
Austin
Haisu. Yeah. Austin. Yeah. Did a great job. Made adjustments from the weekend and came in there and got the tech fall against Haisu. Took 4th in the regionals last year at 41, and I think he is progressing back down to 41. But for Austin that was huge. And I was really proud. I wrestled hard. Did a good job.
That's great. He's having a great season so far.
Right.
Okay. Then the following weekend you went down to the Cougar Open. Avery University hosted that. Had a couple kids win that.
Yep. So Jalen White at 125, bless you. Yeah, Jalen White and Malik Barr, both sophomores, did a great job. And Jalen obviously kind of beat his nemesis in the finals, Sam Braswell. They've had some great like 4 or 5 matches last year.
That kid was an NCAA qualifier last year.
Qualifier. Yep. Started this year, I think, top 12 in the country. So it was a great win for Jalen. Overcame some mistakes early on and just stuck with it and did a great job and got the win. And beat a really good kid in the semifinals, so I was really impressed with from Queens College, a senior there, and then
Queens a Division II program,
right?
Out of Charlotte.
Down in Charlotte, yep,
okay.
Yep. And then 174, Malik Barr beat a Queens kid in the finals as well, and really dominated the match. And Malik, me and Riggs were talking. I think Malik's made one of the biggest jumps in 6 months, from the end of last year to this year, that I've ever seen as a coach, and a lot of that was summer, so it was on him, and I think he's going to continue to get better and and make those adjustments. He's hungry and just he wrestled 57 last year. He was a 500 wrestler, I think below 500 wrestler at 57, and now he's 74, and he's got a couple really close losses this year. But other than that, he's been doing really well.
It looks like he grew into the weight class fairly well.
Right. Yep. And his body looks great, and he's just got unbelievable work ethic and focus, and I think when you have that coupled with a little bit of talent, then you can be pretty good. And wrestling's really important to Malik. He wants to be great and outstanding student too. So I'm really happy for him that he's found a little bit of success. Obviously, we have a long way to go, and to beat the really good guys, he's got to continue to get better and make some adjustments. As we saw this weekend, but I'm really, really happy with Malik so far.
That's great. It's great, and it's neat that a sophomore in him, he's captain this year, one of your captains this year too. So.
Absolutely, and we had some other great. Obviously we sat a lot of our, sat probably 4 or 5 of our starters for the Everett tournament, but we had a lot of great freshmen step up and wrestled well. Elijah Martin made the finals at 57, and he's having a heck of a year for a freshman. And he's only going to get better as well too, and Obviously, Carlos Leyva lost in the finals, hurt his knee pretty bad, but he sucked it up and wrestled in the finals, and just kind of couldn't get off bottom, because of his knee maybe a little bit, but he's got to get better there, and I think he already has improved a little bit there. So, and then just up and down the lineup, Isaac Hudson did a really good job at 65, placing. Galilee Kissel did a great job at 65, both placing, and we just J.D. McMillan took fourth, and wrestled really hard, and I'm sure I'm missing quite. Cullen Nash-Cleek lost in the finals. So guys, we're young, but we're getting better, which is encouraging.
Well, there's a lot of wrestling left to go and everything.
Absolutely.
We still got a lot of wrestling to talk about today, too.
Yeah.
So last weekend you had 2 tournaments that Ferrum hosted at the Salem Civic Center up in Salem, Virginia. Southeast duels, you wrestled Milliken out of Illinois, and Otterbein out of Ohio.
Yep.
And then you had the Star City Classic the next day.
Talk
a little bit about. Let's start with the Milliken duel. I know they were an unranked team. We dropped the match to them, but they look pretty strong. My guess is that they're going to be ranked.
Yeah, they're a really good team. Just up and down the line, they're solid at every weight. And obviously they're in a great area in Illinois, and they can get. They just got some hammers. Guys can wrestle. And Illinois is a great wrestling state, probably the top 4 wrestling state in the country. But this is the second year we've done the Southeast duels. We did it last year, the first year. It's sponsored by VBR Sports, which is a great partner with us at Ferrum Wrestling and Ferrum College in general.
They helped out. They were a big sponsor for us at the NCAA tournament last year. VBR Sports out of Roanoke and just did a great job.
Right, exactly. So we're happy to have them on board, and there were some great duels, and I think we only wrestled 2 duels for that day, and because we have a bunch of back-to-back tournaments this year, so I wanted to make sure we were still fresh for all those. But the quality of the competition was great. Milliken, they beat us pretty handily. I thought we came out a little flat and there's no energy, no excitement, and I think we got exposed a little bit. So then we had the next round off, and the round 4 we came back, and then we had to get it together pretty quick because we had the number 15 team in the country, Audubon.
Sure.
And they got some hammers, and 4 or 5 really good seniors they have, and I was really really happy with our performance with that. I thought we came out and wrestled like we teach, like Ferrum College wrestling, which is wrestling with great effort, great energy, and looking to score points, and we came out and did that very well. And starting with the first 4 weights, those guys really got us rolling. So I was really happy, and ended up beating them probably by a pretty good margin.
24-12 or something.
Yep, right. Yeah. And so I was really pleased with that performance.
Okay. Do you think that that performance might help you guys going forward towards the national rankings?
Maybe. We're not. I'm not real concerned with that. Because really the good thing is, I tell our team all the time, there really is the only pressure we have is the pressure we put on ourselves, right? Like. Rankings great. If we get in the rankings, great. If not, no big deal. We probably won't be in there. We just don't have enough guys yet that are doing really well. So, but I'm not concerned with that. This year is really, especially the first 3 quarters of the season, it's going to be about development and getting better, and just learning to be consistent. When I think we have 8 freshmen and sophomores in the lineup. Or 7 or 8. So there's going to be some lumps and there's going to be some inconsistency. Our job is just to get everybody being consistent on a weekly basis with their effort, weight management, diet, everything, across the board. And that's the goal of the first, I think, 3 quarters of the year. And then I think the winning will kind of take care of itself, to be honest with you. So.
Okay. All right. We'll talk a little bit about the Star City Open. This was pretty much you had like 26, 27 kids wrestling in the tournament there.
This is the 4th year we've done it, the Star City Classic. And it was sponsored by Estes Environmental, which we really appreciate their sponsorship of that tournament, and really helped us out a lot. And I thought we came out really strong. I was really pleased with we came out a lot better than we did at the Cougar Open. The Cougar Open, I thought we came out very cold and not with a lot of great effort. And then later in the day, we really turned it on. This one was sort of opposite, to be honest with you. We wrestled. Really good job the first 2, 3, 4 rounds. I was really happy with where we were. In fact, we were leading the tournament, and we sat I think 4 or 5 stars as well for that one. And then we I think we hit a wall a little bit. Maybe we're not used to wrestling back-to-back days or weighing in some of our guys back-to-back days yet, and gave up a couple falls. In one round, I think we gave up 4 or 5 falls, and they just can't happen. And,
right.
We pushed 3 guys to the finals, J.D. McMillan, and then Justin Guy at 65, freshman, and then Malik Barr at 74 again. And all 3 lost in the finals, and Malik lost in overtime to a kid he beat the night before from Otterbein, and just made one big mistake, and it cost him. And JD got worked pretty good in the finals, and we got some stuff. We got one big issue with him to work on. I think once we do that, and he's a pretty motivated kid, so he'll make the changes necessary. And Justin Guy was in the match. I mean, against a senior, pretty good kid. Wrestled really well. The kid had a really nice cement mixer on him, and Justin fought off his back as hard as he could, but the thing was so tight he wasn't getting off his back.
Sure. It's tough when you get caught in one of those.
Yeah. But up and down, I think we had 11 placers, which last year I think we had 5. So we finished 4th last year, I think. So we're making big steps
this year.
Yeah, placed 2nd this year, and pretty far behind Otterbein, but they obviously had all their guys in there, and
they put the entire lineup in. At one point, I think they said like six champs.
Yeah, 6 champs. Yeah, and obviously they wrestle really well too. I give hats off to them, and I don't think they had their heavyweight who was #1 in the country in there as well. I was happy the way we ended up finishing, and the way we started. The middle was not so good, and again, it comes down to being consistent in our lifestyle and our training, and with young guys sometimes. We had a couple of freshmen that had awesome weekends the weekend before at the Cougar Open, and this one they had bad performances. I think that's attributed to be able to handle a little bit of success. They had a great weekend the week before. Maybe they think they know better now. They do things a little different, and then this is the result. And when you're a freshman, their margin of error is super thin because it's hard to put up a ton of points against a senior or junior. And,
sure.
I think hopefully they learn a lesson going forward, because both are the 2 or 3 guys I'm thinking of, are capable of big things, and just got to make those adjustments. So.
Sure. Well, it was a great tournament and everything.
Right,
it's great to see you guys have it's hard to believe you've already been through five competitions.
Right, yeah. I told the guys we're quarter way through the season. Now it's time. We have a long break. Obviously, we wrestle again on Tuesday, December 10th at home, our first home match against Southern Virginia. But, not counting that one, we have a 6-week period where we can get our grades under control. We have 4 or 5 guys progressing down a weight. And then, then it's a good time to make adjustments. If we're going to make adjustments, now's the time to do it before we get into the heart of the schedule, which, it's weekend after weekend after weekend, pretty much there until regional start or conference startup. So, I'm really excited about what this team's capable of doing. We haven't reached our potential yet by any means, but I do think we're trending in the right direction. So.
Well, when we come back for our next show, I want to talk a little bit about the holiday breaks with you and get your theories on weight management. Something that might be helpful to viewers.
Yeah, absolutely.
High school kids and college kids, as well as their families and everything. So, Tuesday, December 10th, Southern Virginia. You have a high school match here the same day?
Yeah. So we have. So Franklin County High School, led by Justin Smith, and Northside High School, led by Tyler Deacon. They're going to be wrestling before our dual meet on Tuesday, December 10th.
Okay.
We did it last year with Patrick Henry and Lord Botetourt, and this year we're doing it with these guys. And it just provides an opportunity for kids to wrestle in front of a big crowd on a college campus, and hopefully provide them with a great opportunity to have some fun and wrestle in front of a big crowd.
It's great. This isn't the first time we've done this, or a couple of years. Years ago, before we even had a wrestling program, Franklin County hosted Christiansburg one time and everything. It was a great environment and everything. We did it on a Friday night. They dubbed it Friday Night Fights and everything. It was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, and then we're actually having, we're going to do it, the goal is to do it before every one of our matches. We're actually doing another one when we go up and duel Washington Lee. It's going to be Patrick Henry High School versus, and they have a kid on their team from, a team on Washington Lee, a kid on Washington Lee's team that was from Patrick Henry.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to be wrestling Washington Lee, and then Rockbridge County is going to wrestle
Patrick
Patrick
Henry.
Right
there in Lexington,
right,
Lexington and everything.
So I think that's just a great way to get kids, get noticed with kids in high school, and provide a great opportunity for them to wrestle on a college campus.
Good. That's great. Well, let's talk a little bit about next show. We'll come back in a couple weeks after Thanksgiving and everything, and do a show, basically wrap up the Southern Virginia duels and everything, and then talk a little bit about weight management going into the Christmas break.
Going into obviously our meet of the schedule. We're going down to the Citrus Invitational again, and this year it's I think there's 5 teams in the top 10 in the country right now that are going to be there, including.
You guys did well last year in that tournament.
Yeah, we took second, without our 97 national qualifier. And then, but Augsburg, obviously, their flight got canceled. They're number 1 team in the country. They weren't there. But they'll be there this year along with Ball and Wallace and Mount Union and Wisconsin Lacrosse.
Wow.
So 4 out of the 5 teams in the top 5 teams in the country.
What is drawing teams to go to that particular tournament?
I can only speak for us, but for one, the competition's awesome, and two, it breaks up the winter break. I think being on campus for when it's winter, it can be lonely. Obviously, most kids are home for Christmas break, so I think for us, it's a great opportunity to get out, and I love it for the team bonding. We're gonna spend we spend 5 days down there, just to break up the winter and get some training in a different environment, and then that 2-day tournament Citrus is awesome too, because no matter what, every guy wrestles the second day. So, it's just a great opportunity to weigh in 2 days in a row. And, our guys, I thought, did not wrestle good the first day last year, but we came back the second day. I was really happy with our performance.
Second day, I was watching it from up there. I wish I was there, actually.
Yeah.
But I was watching the scores and everything. It looked like you guys kind of turned things up a notch.
Yep, absolutely. So we got that. Then obviously we got the Kreitzer come back up here, and it's a short turnaround. I think the day after we get back, we have to go up to Washington Lee. And then after that, we go. Obviously, we got I forget, with Pete Wilson maybe, and we got a bunch of different stuff. So
okay, so you guys will stay pretty busy and everything.
Yep.
So, what about Thanksgiving? What you guys doing this year?
We are going up to Charlottesville. First I'm going down to next week. I'm going down to Lake Norman for the Lake Norman Duels, which is a great high school event to recruit. Going to stop by. Avery County High School down in North Carolina. Do some recruiting down there, and then heading up to Charlottesville to spend Thanksgiving with my wife's family, and should be a good time.
Nice. Well, hope you guys have a great time.
Thank you. How about you guys? You guys go anywhere?
We actually have Thanksgiving with a family guy that hired me. I'm here at the college, Tom Rickard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
remember
you telling me.
Director, and we started having Thanksgiving with them the first or second, maybe the third year here, and we've been doing that every year. One year at our house, 1 year at their house, and we're 24, 25, 26 years ago doing it.
Awesome.
So we're at the Rickard's house this year. My mother-in-law's coming in town from Oregon.
Oh, okay, wow.
His mom is coming in, so we'll have her with us for about 10 days. She arrives here this coming Saturday.
Great.
So it's great for her, get her out from the West Coast and everything.
Right. Yep.
So.
Awesome.
So it'll be nice. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, happy Thanksgiving.
Good. Thanks, Nate. Well, folks, that'll pretty much do it for today's Ferrum Wrestling 411. I'm your host, Gary Holden. Thanks for being with us. For Nate Yetzer, have a great weekend.